This is the Rode Wireless Pro, and it's supposed to be the best small wireless system out there in 2024, especially for your travel vlogs. And it's not just because it can record audio in 32-bit float, its battery lasts for 7 hours. The coolest thing is the accessories that come with it. I'll dive into what sets this system apart and why it could be just what you're looking for when you're wanting to upgrade your audio on your adventures, even when there are other great choices out there. This isn't a full review, but I will point out why I think this system is a great choice for people making everyday content and is a great addition to your video on your travels. Oh, and the audio on this video was made using the Rode Wireless Pro mic system too, without a lav mic, just here in front of me, connected wirelessly to the receiver, which is connected by USB-C to Lightning cable on my iPhone 13 mini. So why bother with a small wireless mic system? Investing in a system like this is all about getting top-notch audio for your camera no matter where you are. The sound quality on the Rode Wireless Pro is fantastic, even if you're a novice using these kinds of systems. Check out these audio samples to see how great the sound is, especially with the lapel mics included. There's such a level up. They're clean, clear, and can handle wind noise like a pro. I'll come to that in a little while. Okay, you can see I've got the wind muff on here and it's a little bit windy out here, so just you can hear what that sounds like with me holding up here. Now let's just see what happens when I put it on here. You can see how it kind of like flops around a lot. Look at that. That's actually not too bad, but you know, jiggle around a bit and you know, it's just pulling down anyway. It's not looking that great. All right, so let's try it on here. And it's a little bit better. It's a better kind of like fit. I kind of like that. And let's see what happens if I walk away. Let's get over here. And I had my back turned, but now I'm facing the mic again. And I'll just go around into this corner by the compost bin, still got my back turned. All right, and now I'm facing again, and now I'll come back a little bit closer and closer and closer, just talking at a normal volume, and we'll see how that sounds. It looks kind of like okay. Let's try it on the hat. All right, I've seen a few other creators kind of like wear their Rode mics like this. Now it looks kind of weird, but it kind of does the job. It's around the same sort of distance from your mouth as you need it to be, and actually could be really good for travel rather than fiddling around with this. You just got it on there and you just forget about it. I mean, like, kind of who cares how it looks if you're vlogging. So let me just step back a second. All right, got my back turned. Wonder how this is sounding. Probably okay still. Now turn back around over here. After having my back turned, I wondered if the sound was still okay when I had my back turned, and I'll just do a little bit of a spin around whilst I'm still talking as I come back towards you, and that's probably still going to be okay. It's like not 200 meters away, but it's kind of like a workable distance. I mean, who's going to see you 200 meters away anyway? All right, just climbed up a hill. I have the lavalier mic just here with the pop filter on. You can see some pretty angry looking clouds around me here, and a little bit of a breeze you can probably see with my t-shirt flapping and my top flapping here. So yeah, how's this sound? Probably going to be sounding quite good. There's no wind reduction or anything going on here at the moment. Doing nothing in post. And we'll just carry on with the lav mic as I move around. This is just the 13 mini. No stabilization, just got it on a little just kind of like a little stubby, which has got a hot shoe to put the receiver on. Yeah, so this is kind of like near where I live here in Wellington, New Zealand. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about how this sounds. All right, back to the studio. Okay, let's run through some features to know about. This system's got a killer feature. It can record in 32-bit float. Now that feature lets you record without any distortion, even in tough audio situations. The Rode Wireless Pro makes sure that your audio stays perfect even in loud environments and when you're shouting commands. 32-bit float recording isn't necessary if you're great at setting audio levels, but it's a savior for solo creators who need to record quickly. It enables you to use gain assist to boost up times when your voice is quiet and to reduce any risks of clipping if for some reason you find yourself shouting or much closer to the mic than other sections of your audio. The battery life of the Rode Wireless Pro is an impressively solid 7 hours, no matter how rough things get. Over many tests conducted by lots of reviewers, the system always seems to perform well and keep going, even during long recording sessions. Now, the charging case can top up those batteries inside the units and also help you access settings through the Rode Central app on your desktop, with room for the transmitters and the receiver. Now, there's another case for the lav microphones, which expands the system and helps you to prevent you losing important accessories that come along in the system. Now, these small wireless systems really come into their own because they can transmit audio over long distances reliably. Rode claims it can go to 250 meters, but it might not always be accurate in real life situations. But when everything's just right and the stars align, the system nails it and delivers clear audio even from far distances. Now, the first big reason, in my opinion, about what makes the Rode Wireless Pro different is how much bang you get for your buck. For $400, you'll get 2 transmitters and 2 great lapel mics with different windscreen choices. It includes essential cables and adapters, like one for connecting to smartphones, with the Rode Central app, making the system more versatile and user-friendly. And here's my second reason, but I need to set this up a little bit, so let me explain. Now, the thing about Rode mics is that they're square and maybe a little heavier than others in the market. The quality of the mic performance can be a bit challenged with how they look on your talent and how they can just kind of flop around. But one of the outstanding features of this system is that you can attach a lavalier mic to go for a much more low profile look. However, if you're like me, you might worry about that becoming disconnected as you move around on your adventures. So that brings me to the second reason. The Rode Wireless Pro stands out because of its locking connectors on the transmitters. You don't have to worry about accidentally disconnecting with this feature. Rode's solution is simple and reliable, unlike other systems that need extra steps to secure connections to lav mics. Now, my third reason is kind of a disadvantage that Rode kind of fixed, but I see a lot of potential on how I might use my external mics in vlogging. Let's talk about the disadvantage first. There is no noise reduction setting on the Rode Wireless Pro. Now, that might seem like a deal breaker for many people, but wait, let me explain how Rode kind of rescued themselves from this problem. The problem with many noise reduction filters on wireless mics is that they can end up making your audio sound very muddy or underwatery. I think you know what I mean. Now, Rode has potentially solved this by dealing with a big problem that I have to deal with in my vlogging, and that's wind rumble. Rode has added a high pass filter, which then reduces low frequency rumbles often associated with wind rumble. There are 2 options: setting the filter at 75 Hz, which is designed for typical male voices, if that's the person speaking, or 100 Hz, if it's a typical female speaking. You'll have to experiment if you have both male and female type voices in your shoot. Now, I like this feature in theory, and I'm looking forward to trying it out on my vlogs on my next trip to the UK soon. So be sure to come back and see how the audio performs in those vlogs and my update review video in a few weeks' time. Now, I haven't even talked about timecode synchronization, which is super useful for long duration recording if you have a compatible camera, where the longer the duration of the recording, the more you might see the audio and visuals slip out of sync. Now, the Rode Wireless Pro system can help to solve that problem, but to be honest, I won't use it, and most users that watch this video won't either. But it's good to know it's possible if your shooting style evolves, because the system can then evolve with you. So, how could the Rode Wireless Pro be improved, even if we take these strengths into account? Well, for me, shrinking the transmitter and making the interface easier to use are things Rode could work on. But for now, in my view, of all the mics I've tried so far, the Rode Wireless Pro is my top premium pick for content creators who need reliable wireless audio for a range of cameras that they may own and want to use. And the value of all that's delivered in this system is second to none. But you might not need a system that's quite so comprehensive but still delivers tremendous value and really good sound quality, and was my wireless mic choice until now, and it's still an excellent buy. If that sounds like you, this video is for you. I'll see you there.